Arabian Desert, sands of the Middle East. The Arabian Desert is a vast desert wilderness in West Asia that occupies almost the entire Arabian Peninsula, with an area of 2,330,000 square kilometers. It stretches from Yemen to the Persian Gulf and Oman to Jordan and Iraq. It is the fifth largest desert in the world and the largest in Asia. At its center is Ar-RubalKhali, or the Empty Quarter, one of the largest continuous bodies of sand in the world. It is an extension of the Sahara Desert. Gazelles, oryx, sandcats, and spiny-tailed lizards are just some of the desert-adapted species that survive in this extreme environment, which features everything from red dunes to deadly quicksand. The climate is mostly dry. The major part receives around 100 mm of rain per year, but some very rare places receive as little as 50 mm, and temperatures oscillate between very high heat and seasonal nighttime freezes. It is part of the deserts and xeric shrublands biome and lie in biogeographical realms of the Palearctic, northern part, and Afrotropical, southern part. The Arabian Desert ecoregion has little biodiversity, although a few endemic plants grow here. Many species, such as the striped hyena, jackal, and honey badger, have died out as a result of hunting, habitat destruction, overgrazing by livestock, off-road driving, and human encroachment on their habitat. Other species, such as the Arabian sand gazelle, have been successfully reintroduced and are protected at reserves. Geographical location of Arabian Desert. The desert lies mostly in Saudi Arabia and covers most of the country. It extends into neighboring southern Iraq, southern Jordan, and central Qatar, most of the Abu Dhabi Emirate in the United Arab Emirates, western Oman, and northeastern Yemen. The ecoregion also includes most of the Sinai Peninsula in Egypt and the adjacent Negev Desert in southern Israel. The al-Khali Desert is a sedimentary basin stretching along a southwest to northeast axis across the Arabian Shelf. At an altitude of 1,000 meters, or 3,300 feet, rock landscapes yield to the al-Khali, a vast stretch of sand whose extreme southern point crosses the center of Yemen. The sand overlies gravel or gypsum plains, and the dunes reach maximum heights of up to 250 m, or 820 feet. The sands are predominantly silicates, composed of 80 to 90% quartz and the remainder feldspar, whose iron oxide-coated grains color the sands orange, purple, and red. A corridor of sandy terrain known as the Ad-Dahna Desert connects the An-Nafud Desert, 65,000 square kilometers or 40,389 square miles, in the north of Saudi Arabia to the al-Khali in the southeast. The Tuwaiq escarpment is an 800 kilometers or 500-mile arc that includes limestone cliffs, plateaus, and canyons. There are brackish salt flats, including the quick sands of al-Samim. The Wahiba sands of Oman are an isolated sand sea bordering the east coast. Climate of Arabian Desert. The Arabian Desert has a subtropical hot desert climate, similar to the climate of the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert. The Arabian Desert is actually an extension of the Sahara Desert over the Arabian Peninsula. The climate is mainly dry. Most areas get around 100 mm or 3.9 inch of rain per year. Unlike the Sahara Desert, more than half of which is hyper-arid, having rainfall of less than 50 mm, 2.0 inch per year, the Arabian Desert has only a few hyper-arid areas. These rare driest areas may get only 30 to 40 mm, or 1.6 inch of rain per year. The Arabian Desert's sunshine duration index is very high by global standards, between 2,900 hours, or 66.2% of daylight hours, and 3,600 hours, or 82.1% of daylight hours, but typically around 3,400 hours, 77.6% of daylight hours. Thus, clear sky conditions with plenty of sunshine prevail over the region throughout the year, and cloudy periods are infrequent. Visibility at ground level is relatively low despite the brightness of the sun and moon because of dust and humidity. Temperatures remain high year-round. In the summer, in low-lying areas, average high temperatures are generally over 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. In extremely low-lying areas, especially along the Persian Gulf near sea level, summer temperatures can reach 48 degrees Celsius or 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Average low temperatures in summer are typically over 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and in the south can sometimes exceed 30 degrees Celsius, or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Record high temperatures above 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degrees Fahrenheit, have been reached in many areas of the desert, partly because its overall elevation is relatively low. Flora and fauna of Arabian Desert. The Arabian Desert ecoregion has about 900 species of plants. The Ar-RubalKhali has very limited floristic diversity. There are only 37 plant species, 20 recorded in the main body of the sands, and 17 around the outer margins. Of these 37 species, 1 or 2 are endemic. Vegetation is very diffuse but fairly evenly distributed, with some interruptions of near-sterile dunes. Some typical plants are Caligonum crinidum on dune slopes, Cornulaca arabica or saltbush, Salsola stocksii or saltbush, and Cyperus conglomeratus. Other widespread species are Dipterygium glaucum, Limium arabicum, and Zygophyllum mandevillei. Very few trees are found except at the outer margin, typically Acacia ehrenbergiana and Prosopis cineraria. Other species are a woody perennial Caligonum comosum, and annual herbs such as Danthonia forskalii. There are 102 native species of mammals. Native mammals include the Arabian oryx or Oryx leucoryx, sand gazelle or Gazella maurica, mountain gazelle or G. gazella, Nubian ibex or Capra nubiana, Arabian wolf or Canis lupus arabs, striped hyena or hyena, caracal or caracal, sand cat or Felis margarita, red fox or Vulpes vulpes, and Cape hare or Lepus capensis. The Asiatic cheetah and Asiatic lion used to live in the Arabian Desert. The ecoregion is home to 310 bird species. People found in Arabian Desert. The area is home to several different cultures, languages, and peoples, with Islam as the predominant faith. The major ethnic group in the region is the Arabs, whose primary language is Arabic. In the center of the desert lies Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, with more than 7 million inhabitants. Other large cities, such as Dubai, Abu Dhabi, or Kuwait City, lie on the coast of the Persian Gulf. Natural resources found in Arabian Desert. Natural resources available in the Arabian Desert include oil, natural gas, phosphates, and sulfur. Conservation and threats of Arabian Desert. Threats to the ecoregion include overgrazing by livestock and feral camels and goats, wildlife poaching, and damage to vegetation by off-road driving. The conservation status of the desert is critical or endangered. In the UAE, the sand gazelle and Arabian oryx are threatened, and honey badgers, jackals, and striped hyenas already extirpated.